Things to do before 2020. Oh wow, she sent me the planner.
Whoa, oh, oh. Da, 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 oh, oh. Da, 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 da. Making our Christmas memories.
What's up guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Vlogmas Day 18. Oh my god, we literally have just 1 week for Christmas, meaning in 1 week Vlogmas is ending. I'm having like mixed feelings about it because of course it's quite tough to make 25 back-to-back videos, but I'm also enjoying this period. I'm enjoying the interaction I'm getting to have with so many of you. Like, it's been a very special experience for me, to be very honest. But yeah, anyways, for today's video, I don't have much planned, guys. I know that's completely unlike me, but basically I planned another video for today and I did not like the way it came out, so I'm just going to scrap that video. And I thought I need some video to go out today, so yeah, I'm shooting it on the day that you're going to watch it. There's actually a lot of new year related stuff that I want to share and talk to you all about, because I am big on like setting goals and creating an action plan, making a vision board, setting up my planner. Like, there's just so much to do, so I thought I will make a list of things that I need to get done before 2021. Maybe even you can get inspired by my list and make your very own list to end 2020 on a strong note and slay 2021. Things to do before 2020. One thing that immediately pops into my head is to actually declutter and organize my phone, and I feel this is something that pretty sure most of you will also want to be doing before 2021. Okay, another major thing that I have to do is set goals for 2021. I'm also wondering if I should do a video on goal setting. Like I said before, I really want to do more videos which is like, you know, new year, new me focused. Set up my planner, set my vision board. So I don't know how many of you all know this, but I always make a vision board every year. Thankfully in my planner it has a section for vision board, so I'm set like that, but I've still kept it as a separate thing because I still need to buy supplies or print out pictures and research about vision board to put it in my planner, so it's like a separate thing for me. Okay, I think this comes with the goals part, but I'm still gonna put it here. Set action plan. So this is something I keep saying in my goal setting videos, that is, there's no point having goals if you don't have like a set blueprint to achieve those goals. So yeah, that's my action plan for 2021. This is very specific to me, I guess, and that is to rebrand my channel. So I don't know if you've noticed, especially if you've been following me for years now, you would know that I've been using the same channel profile picture for I think more than 2.5 years, like almost 3 years. I don't even look like that anymore. So I really need to be changing that picture ASAP. So yeah, I'll have to probably do a photo shoot, but to do a photo shoot I of course need to research ki main kya photo shoot karu. And I also want to change up my intro and outro. I know all of you love my Vlogmas intro, but unfortunately that intro and outro will be going off after 25th. Probably I'll get it done only by like Jan 3rd, 4th week. Yeah, I need to still plan for it and make things ready so that by Jan I can start actually implementing it. Another thing related to my channel is I really want to start up channel memberships. When you watch any other YouTubers, just check if they have a join button beside their subscribe button. They'll have different levels of membership, so you can pay 30 rupees and get certain perks as a member of that YouTube channel. Don't worry, it's not going to make any change to the existing content and schedule that I already follow, so don't worry, no one's losing out on anything. But there will be extra things that I want to introduce to my channel in terms of content, extra fun perks, and just other things that I still have to brainstorm, which is what I will be doing after Vlogmas. Like, I really want to consider this seriously. Declutter wardrobe. So I did do a very intensive decluttering of wardrobe. In fact, there's an entire wardrobe transformation series that I've done on my channel. I feel it's a very enjoyable series. I will link up that playlist here. You can watch it there. But basically, I, of course, as you saw, have done a lot more shopping since then, and I need to declutter the older stuff to reflect on 2020. You have to constantly review and reflect how your month is going, how your week is going, and definitely, if not anything else, how your year went. When I open my planner, I actually have a section for my yearly highlights, and there's a section for the biggest challenges of my year. So I'm actually going to go through them one by one and just firstly feel grateful for all that I got to experience this year. I need to know what worked, what did not work. This is quite a good list that I can do before 2021. I hope you all got inspired by it. There is something else I want to share. Basically, I received a package from Ridul Sharma 2 days back, and I did record my reaction and I unboxed it as well, whatever she sent from Simba Lifestyle. So yeah, I will be queuing that video right now. I received some things from Simba Lifestyle from Ridul. She watched the video where I did speak about her planner, shared it on her stories, and she really liked it. We just spoke a bit on DMs and I was like literally fangirling. I was like, oh my god, Ridul is messaging me. But yeah, she's so kind. Like, she actually sent me stuff from her brand Simba Lifestyle. I have no idea honestly what is in it. Okay. Oh wow, she sent me the planner. Oh my god, the stylus pen! Wow, guys. Oh my god, there's so many stickers that are popping out. It feels so sturdy in my hand. I did not expect this, like, while I was looking at the pictures. And even the quality of the pages, the postcards, it also has monthly tabs. This is the cover of the planner. It's very retro and bright and vibrant. You have this flap or envelope in which you can store things if you want. There's this vision board page, which honestly I haven't found in many planners, given separate categories of goals. So there's travel goals, fitness, personal, and luckily they also have 2 boxes here which is customizable, so you can create your own category of goals. Again, a very unique spread here. This year I will start, quit, learn, try, visit, improve. I feel this is very, very beginner friendly and a simple way to look at your goals and your life in general. There's also a wish list, and again it's categorized into wants and needs. Then you have a very cute section here. It's my year in Polaroids. You have 21 things to do before 2021 ends. These need not be like 21 big goals. You can of course just have smaller things also. I like how it's not just focused on the large goals. There are also small things that you'd like to accomplish. Okay, then you have this yearly view of all the months. This is the first monthly spread, and you have these prints which are actually postcards. After using the planner, you can actually tear this off, maybe print it out, or if you collect postcards, or you can even send it, or you can even gift it to a friend. A very cute graphic that says a letter to yourself. So life, health and work, I'm assuming these are like smaller monthly goals that you'd like to achieve in these 3 categories. And then you have the monthly overview section where you can jot down appointments or just color code things, and you have notes here as well. This is slightly narrow, so it depends on how you would like to use the space. And we have the daily or the weekly view here. I love the brush stroke effect and just looks very colorful and cute. You can write your daily to-do list or even just write down what happened on that day. And here you have an expense tracker and a monthly budget. You also have a dedicated habit tracker after this. This is something I even mentioned in my ink bucket video, where I always prefer habit trackers, or any tracker for that matter, to be at the beginning of the month and not at the end, because it's very inconvenient to always go at the end of every month daily and check off whatever habit you're tracking. So it's just way more convenient to have this in the front of the month, where you are anyways going to open it and jot down daily stuff. You have a monthly checkup. See, these are the things that are perfect to have at the end of the month, because you finish the month and now you can fill this section. Whereas for trackers and all, these are things that you start at the beginning of the month itself, right? And it goes throughout the entire month. Very helpful journal prompts here. Then you have the next monthly spread, another postcard, and it's the same layout for every month. Now when you finish June, which is basically marking the end of the first half of that year, you have this section which says memory collection. Again, a very, very cute idea. I haven't seen this in any of the planners, which is mid-year goals. When you reach this section of your planner, it actually forces you to reflect on how the past 6 months have you achieved the goals that you said you would initially achieve, and yeah, accordingly change certain goals or jot down new goals. Very, very useful. Now at the end of December, after monthly checkup, you have the travel plan and travel to-do list. This is amazing, and I'm glad they've included many of these travel to-do list pages. After that, of course, you have the same memory collection, and you have 2021 in review, further journal prompts that help you to again reflect on that year. And then you just have plain notes section, which are of course always handy. Then in the end, you have another flap or envelope here where you can put in anything you'd like. I personally am not a big fan of spiral bounds, even though honestly they look the best. Always they end up being slightly like this. It's hard to close it. Play around with it for a bit and only then can you get it closed. I've had experience with luxury planners that have amazing quality spiral bound, but they still end up having the same issue. Yeah, that's just my personal preference. It also has a bookmark, which is great. I personally love all the inserts that Simba Lifestyle has. My only problem, which is very subjective. Aesthetics and the look of the planner is not to my liking, and that's completely subjective. Like, I'm not very fond of the color of the font and even the font by itself, but that could be your taste and that's something that is your aesthetic. So I can't really comment or review that part of it because that is very subjective. Without keeping the aesthetic and personal preferences in mind, this planner is a great option, especially for students. I feel these are all the stickers. These are going to be really useful, and you also have these really huge ones, which honestly I don't know where I'll fit in the planner because they're too big. But I also remember watching Ridul's story where she said that you can actually just put it on your laptop, computer, or just anywhere. So I feel that way it's quite multi-purpose. But for planning, I don't think these stickers are quite practical, but these ones definitely are. What else I have in my package? Oh, this is so cute. Okay, there is something else here as well. It does look like the same color palette though. Wow, what is this? For the record, my 5-year journey. Are you kidding me? This is so freaking cool. What if you could record your growth and see the trend? For the record, this is the perfect way to introspect and see how some things have changed for you and how some haven't. This is such a unique concept. Like, I've seen such journals like on Amazon, but none of them are like Indian journals. Okay, so it has sections where you can fill every single day of the year and it gives a different journal prompt every single day. But basically on Jan 1st, where do you want to be in 5 years? That is the journal prompt. There are 5 sections of year. Let's say I started using Jan 1st of 2021. Put that year in and I just write down my answer. And then I go on about like that for every single day of the year. By the end of 5 years, you will actually see a growth or at least a change in you, because as humans, we are not stagnant. We keep changing. I can use this book practically for the next 5 years. Thank you so much, Ridul, for sending this over. I'm just very excited to start using it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that fun unboxing and flip through, and I hope you also got inspired by my list. Please do let me know if I've missed out on something. I would love to know what you have on your list of things to get done before 2021. And of course, give this video a big thumbs up. I know it wasn't like super amazing high quality and fun video, but I hope you still enjoyed and got something out of it. Oh, also before I forget, I am planning to do a live stream tomorrow at 4 p.m. on my YouTube channel. Oh my god, this is going to be my first live stream ever on any platform, and I did mention in one of my Vlogmas videos that I'm pretty nervous, and I still am, I'm not gonna lie, but it's something that I wanted to really do this year. I'm just gonna do it, and I hope you all will shower me with your support and love. It would really calm my nerves a bit, I'm pretty sure. So hopefully I will see you all tomorrow at 4 p.m. and yeah, you can ask me all the questions you want, and I'd just love to talk to you all. Instead of a Vlogmas video, there will be a Vlogmas live video. So make sure you are subscribed to my channel and click on the bell icon so that you do get notified whenever I do go live tomorrow. Till then, stay happy, positive and blessed. I will see you all live tomorrow. Bye bye.
Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories.